Okay, hopefully this doesn't come out like trash. Who knows? Who knows? It very well may. Using the Naked Heat Urban Decay palette. I already went ahead and primed my eyelids with the Morphe Eyelid Primer and did my brows with the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. Using the Enfuego shade and my Morphe M433 brush. So I basically start by making my rough shape of how I want the eyeshadow to be before blending. Sometimes when you do this, it can obviously not look its best. It's fine. And I take my time with this part because this is the most important, in my opinion. If you don't have a good foundation, when you blend, your shapes can get weird and not really match up. Okay. So now you're gonna not get any more product on this brush and just start lightly buffing it out. Super light pressure. And I keep my eye open for like majority of my eyeshadow looks whenever I'm doing it. And then once you're happy with it, you can obviously continue on. I'm feeling pretty good with it. It's a shading brush from Real Techniques. It's a little dude. I go in with Ashes. It's a deep purple. And I just dab it in the palette. And then basically I just want to deepen this outer V area a little bit. So I'm just gonna start again by working it into the shape and where I want most of the pigment to be. And then just lightly buff it out. Stab yourself in the eye a few times for fun. I'm probably just gonna make it a little bit deeper and then it's pretty much almost done. So now I'm gonna go in with just like a flat brush. And I'm gonna go in with the shimmer shade Scorched. I'm gonna get some of the product on my brush, and then I like to use my MAC setting spray, the Fix Plus. Spray it down. And then you're just gonna pack it on the lid. I like to take mine a little bit above my crease. Again, mostly just because of the shape of my eye. It's trash, I think. And then I like to wait a second before I go in and blend kind of where the shimmer meets the matte shade above my crease. I'm gonna go back in with my Morphe brush and I'm gonna dip in a little bit of the Cayenne with Enfuego. And then super, super lightly, I'm just gonna buff in here. Okay, so that's honestly pretty much it. Super quick. Okay, cool. So we will go back to the eyes to do the under eyes after. I like to use this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's pretty tacky, which I like. I've actually been liking not using foundation on my face and just pretty much starting with a concealer and then a cream contour as a combo. Plus, it's quarantine, so let's be honest, nobody's gonna see me. Okay. So I like to start for my contour. I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in Fawn. You know, just slightly morph the face, it's fine. Not sure why I wasn't given cheekbones, and I also have like a 3 head, so that's cool. I've been liking the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is a shade Medium Peach. This stuff dries super quick, so I find that I like to do like one portion of my face, kind of place it, blend it out a little bit, and then continue on to another part. And then I blend out my contour last. So I start with like a little patch and then I'll add more as I go depending on how much concealer I want. And this brush that I'm using is a Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki brush, F79. I really like it. Morphe has one just like it, and I typically use that one for my powders because I love the shape, and then that way I don't ever mix them up. I have a lot of redness in my cheeks, so I do kind of tend to try to cover them with my concealer as much as possible because it's not cute. And then I go back and forth with like stippling motions and then more of a sweeping. I also don't really set my under eyes too much because I go in with eyeshadow afterwards and I like there to be a little bit of tackiness still. Cool. And then I just add a little bit on my forehead, nose, and chin. So now I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques brush. This is a contour brush. I'm just going to start buffing out the foundation stick. And I like to make sure that most of the brush is above my cheek hollow, not below it, because you don't want to drag your contour down. Not a good look. And then obviously don't forget this part, that would be tragic. Okay. I do go in again with my concealer brush and just kind of work out this area in the forehead. Then I do go in with a beauty blender and I just kind of, again, work in everything and just press it into the skin. This brush is, again, another Real Techniques. It's one of my favorite bronzing brushes. It's a blush brush, actually, and Remy ate it to go him when he was a puppy. I have a new one, but it's just not the same. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer. It's been so rainy in LA, so I'm like, oh cool, I'm even paler than I already am. And then I just like go over my nose with it. Again, like I said, I don't really contour my nose, so this is the best I could do for you. This comes out fine, I guess. Then I'll probably start filming with my camera, but I'm just so busy during quarantine. The best I could do is my iPhone. This is like a holiday palette actually from MAC. It's the MAC Shiny Pretty Things Face Compact. I don't think that they have this anymore. Super cute. I used to be so against blushes, but now they're my shit, so. And again, I just kind of like go over my T-zone area. I don't know. Just do whatever you want. Now I'm gonna go with a highlight. I'm gonna go in with my Revolution Peach Kiss Sun Kiss highlighter. I'm gonna apply it with my beauty blender. So I'll just go on a corner, dab it in. And then I just press it into the skin. Then I go in with a Morphe M510 brush. I'll go over my brow and temple. Over my lip. Down the bridge a little bit. Let's be crazy. Pop a little bit on the inner corners. Now we're gonna go in with the Real Techniques brush, the shading brush that I used earlier, this flat one. And I'm gonna do some shadow under the eye. I'm not gonna necessarily use what I used up top. Sometimes I like to use like a little bit of like lighter shades and a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna go in with Low Blow from the palette. And I like to bring it up into my shadow just to connect everything. I'm gonna go in with Inglot Sleeks Cream in the shade 92. And then I'm gonna go in with the Max Fix Plus. This is the one with the gold reflect in it. It's not my favorite. I try not to shake it up too much because I don't want a lot of that on my face, but try to dry it and not hit myself in the face. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Super easy, super quick. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me.